I decided to mount a metal bar behind my desk, and I think the results speak for themselves. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? But I think the real star of the show is this heavy clamp from Elgato, and I want to talk about it in just a second. Just wanted to let you know, like 97.9% of you aren't subscribed right now, which means you're missing out on cool new content. And you're also making me sad whenever I look at my analytics page. So if you want to help out and help a sad Chad and get cool new content for creators, maybe think about hitting that subscribe button. Okay, back to the video. What's going on, guys? Chad here from How To Tech, the channel dedicated to helping you take your tech to the next level. And today we're going to be talking about a little bit of DIY and some engineering and just a little bit of money. That actually doesn't cost hardly anything to get a metal bar kind of on the wall and start mounting a bunch of different stuff wherever you want to. And that's what's really cool. And like I said, I think this 100% is the star of the show, and we'll talk about that in a second. But the first thing I want to address is, why did I go with a metal bar instead of getting the wall mounts from Elgato? Well, I've in the past used the wall mounts from Elgato, and I love them. I actually used them at my previous house, and let's just say I move stuff around a lot. And my wife gets very irritated when I don't patch the holes in the wall. These are problems I have as an individual, and maybe some of you have those problems, or maybe you just want to have the flexibility to move stuff around in case you need to. Going ahead and mounting this on the wall and the pipe is only half the story, in my opinion. I think these Elgato heavy clamps, I might as well call them smart clamps, because they're really smart in the way that they're engineered. They're able to be mounted to something as simple as a desk because it has a flat spot on the top and the bottom, but they also put a little groove. I hope you can see that on camera. There's a little groove that essentially lets you clamp it to something like a pipe, or say not a flat surface. And that's where this shines, because now I'm able to mount these to the bar, and that's where it gets crazy, because we've got mounting options such as this thread that would fit most cameras and most camera accessories. And then we also can use Elgato's system for mounting equipment that they use for their microphone arms and some of their other equipment out there. And what's really neat is you can actually pair it with some of their other stuff, like the Elgato Flex Arm Long or Small, and add those in there, and now you've got some more reach on the end of your clamp. If I can show this properly on camera, there we go. So now you can go from being about this far sticking out to this far, and you can even add more and more of these, especially if you've got something really light, and you could put it way off to the side. You can move this stuff around, and you can probably start to see where this is getting really useful. If you're using something like a shotgun microphone, heck yeah, mount it on an angle, stick a few of these out, and then drop it down right in front of your subject, kind of like I've got going on right here. It's very easy to use. It's such a good system. It's very well built. There's no plastic here other than the handle, and the handle's actually really awesome too, because it's a ratcheting handle. So if you don't have room, you can actually just pick it up, pull it back, and start your twist again. How about that? That's really cool. So I just kind of wanted to spotlight this and why I think this is really neat. I hope some of the other, footage that we've got on screen kind of shows you how useful and how cool this is. I will have links down in the description. And a few other honorable mentions I have is the ability to take like a phone mount. I don't like this one as much because I have it sitting on top, but Elgato makes one that can actually thread in to go on the face of this, which I think is really nice. But you could, mount a phone holder on top of this thing and then throw your phone inside of it and then make TikToks, but maybe you orient the phone the right way. And there you go. Now you can make TikToks, you can clamp this to your desk, you can clamp this to something outside, and you've got a really cool setup. And you also have the ability to mount, say, a better microphone if you wanted to use that there, or say throw some lights on this thing as well. So it's a very robust system. It's not that expensive at all, like I said, compared to its competitors. It's great build quality. I do want to go ahead and clarify, I'm not getting paid to talk about this. I just think this is a really nice clamp, and I love having the ability to mount all my stuff behind me and upgrade it, change it around, move it around, figure out what works best for me without having to put more holes in the wall. And I think my wife probably appreciates that as well. So like I said, I'm going to drop a link to the heavy clamp in the description down below, and also some information on how I mounted that pipe to the wall in case any of you are interested. And also, if you want to check out some other cool stuff from Elgato, check out this video here of where I talk about the Stream Deck Plus.